Alright, we're going to look now at peptide preparation. So let's say you were given the mission to make this particular dipeptide. Now this is a dipeptide, it's called tyrosine glycine, and you can see the dash in the middle that indicates that they're joined together. And this indicates that they're made from two amino acids, tyrosine and glycine. And these are the structures here. You'll get the structures, you don't have to memorize those. So tier-gly would be made from tier plus gly, and they have to be in that order as well. And the reason for that is because this bond is not symmetric. So if you switch this around and make it gly-tier, it's actually going to be a different compound because this is not going to be in the same order. Alright, so what's going to happen is the C double bond OH, C double bond OH, which is the carboxylic acid group, will join to the amino group to produce what we're calling a peptide bond. The pattern is very similar to that for esterification, and what we're looking at here is the N joining to the C double bond O, and then the OH leaving and one of the hydrogens from the nitrogen leaving to produce water, and then joining the C double bond O and the N together. That produces our peptide bond. Alright, let's take a look at an example of that. So let's say I wanted to do, we'll make it glyala. And that's what you had to show the preparation of. So what you do is you go ahead, find these on the chart. Remember, you'll get the chart, you don't have to memorize these. I'm just copying these down exactly as I've got them here. Now we're after a reaction to prepare this, so we have to do reactants, and then we have to show products. And that's going to then give us our products. Now down here I'll show the actual pattern for the joining part. So you'll have your C double bond OH, that's what CO2H breaks into or expands out to. You've got C double bond O and OH, CO2H. And then you've got your NH2, and I'll draw that out with the two hydrogens on it. So what's going to happen is the C and the N join together, and then the H and the OH will join together. That's what forms the water. So we lose the OH off the C double bond O, and we lose one of the hydrogens off the nitrogen. That leaves us with a peptide bond plus water. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing up here, and we'll apply that very pattern to these groups right here, the CO2H and the NH2. Everything else will remain the same on the compound. Alright, so there's our C double bond O joining to our NH, so we're just applying this pattern right down here. And we get H2O as a byproduct as well. Alright, so this was gly, and this was ala, and this here is glyala.